John lived in a village with his parents, Daniel and Laura. He was their only son. John was good at his studies and loved playing tennis. He was one of the best tennis players in his school. His teachers liked him because he was polite, obedient, and hardworking. He also earned good marks in every exam. But John had one bad habit. He was often late for school. His parents often advised him to leave home earlier, but he never took their advice seriously. His best friend, Tony, also reminded him to come to school on time. But John never listened. One night, after dinner, John went to his bedroom. He lay on his bed and started playing games on his phone. A few minutes later, Laura came in with a glass of milk.
"John,"
she said, handing him the glass.
"finish your milk and go to sleep. Otherwise, you'll be late for school again."
John took the glass and smiled.
"Don't worry, Mom. I'll sleep soon."
Laura nodded and left the room. John kept playing. After a while, he looked at the time.
Oh no. It's so late.
He quickly put his phone on the bedside table and closed his eyes. The next morning, Laura came into John's room.
"John, wake up."
John slowly opened his eyes.
Mom, I'm awake. I'll be there in a minute.
"Hurry up,"
Laura said before leaving the room. She went to the kitchen and began preparing breakfast. When it was ready, she put it on the table. She looked toward John's room.
"He still hasn't come,"
she murmured. She walked back to his bedroom. John was still asleep.
"John."
She gently shook his shoulder. John suddenly sat up. He looked at the clock. His eyes widened.
Oh no! I overslept. Mom, you should have woken me up.
Laura sighed.
"I woke you, but you went back to sleep."
John rushed to the bathroom. A few minutes later, he ran out, still buttoning his school shirt. He quickly wore his shoes and hurried into the kitchen. Laura handed him a sandwich.
"Take this."
John grabbed it.
Mom, I'm getting late. Bye!
He rushed out the door. Just then, Daniel walked into the kitchen. He watched John leave and sighed. John reached school. The first period had already started. He walked to his classroom and stopped at the door. His head was lowered. Miss Anna was taking attendance. She looked at John and sighed.
"John."
John slowly looked up.
Ma'am. I'm sorry.
Miss Anna shook her head.
"You do this too often. Go and take your seat."
Yes, ma'am.
John replied quietly. He slowly walked to his seat. Tony looked at him.
Late again.
John said nothing. He quietly opened his bag. One day, after taking attendance, Miss Anna closed the register. She looked at the class with a smile.
Good news, everyone.
The students looked at her excitedly.
This coming Sunday, we are going on a trip to the forest.
The whole class cheered.
We're going to enjoy nature. Watch beautiful birds and see different wild animals.
Miss Anna said. John and Tony looked at each other with big smiles. Miss Anna raised her hand.
One more thing.
The classroom became quiet.
Please be on time. The bus will leave on time. And it won't wait for anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
The students replied together. After school, John reached home. He ran into the kitchen.
Mom,
He said excitedly.
this coming Sunday, our school is going to the forest.
Laura smiled as she placed a bowl on the table.
That sounds wonderful. What would you like for lunch?
John thought for a moment.
Spaghetti and cheese sandwiches.
Laura nodded.
Okay. I'll make them.
Soon, Sunday arrived. Laura was busy packing John's lunch and preparing breakfast. Earlier, she had already gone to John's room and told him to wake up. After setting the breakfast on the table, she looked at the clock.
Oh no.
She hurried to John's room.
John. Wake up.
She gently shook his shoulder. John sat up and looked at the clock. His eyes grew wide.
I'm late.
He jumped out of bed and rushed to the bathroom. A few minutes later, he came running out with his shirt only half buttoned. He quickly put on his shoes. Then he realized they were on the wrong feet.
Oh no!
He quickly corrected them. Laura came running with his lunchbox.
John. Take this.
John took it.
Bye, Mom!
He rushed out the door. By the time John reached the school, the gate was closed. The watchman looked at him.
The school bus has already left.
John's face fell. He turned around. Then an idea came to him.
I'll take the shortcut. I'll reach the forest and join everyone there.
He quickly started walking through the narrow path. Tall bushes and thorny plants covered both sides of the trail. He moved forward carefully. Suddenly, he cried.
Ouch!
A long thorn pierced his foot. John cried out in pain. He tried to keep walking, but more thorns scratched his legs and hands. Soon, they were bleeding. John stopped. He looked at his injured hands and legs.
I can't go to the forest like this.
He slowly walked back home. When he reached the house, he pressed the doorbell. Laura was folding clothes when she heard the doorbell.
Who could it be?
she wondered. She walked to the door and opened it. John was standing there. His hands and legs were bleeding.
John! What happened to you?
Laura cried in shock. She quickly helped him inside and made him sit on the couch.
I'll be right back.
Laura hurried to the kitchen and brought him a glass of water. John drank it slowly. Then Laura brought the first aid box. She gently cleaned his cuts with cotton and antiseptic. John winced in pain.
Hold still.
Laura said softly as she put bandages on his hands and legs. After a while, John told her everything. Laura shook her head.
John, you should have come back home. Instead, you took the shortcut.
John lowered his head.
You never listened to me.
Laura said gently.
You don't even listen to your teachers. If you had obeyed us, this wouldn't have happened.
John looked at her.
Mom, I'm sorry. I promise it won't happen again.
Laura smiled.
That's my good boy. Now get some rest. I'll bring you a glass of milk.
She gently patted his shoulder and walked to the kitchen. John closed his eyes. He had learned an important lesson. Moral: learn from your mistakes.